The former convent's area is now occupied by Panama's Ministry of Foreign Relations. Two from the beginning of the 19th century and two from the nearby temple. The Art Deco two-level choir is unique in Panama. It was all restored in the 21st century. The pulpit dates from colonial times and is of great value. The pulpits were used as a platform to raise the preacher. There are 14 small yet very fine Stations of the Cross, brought from France in the 19th century, made of cloisonné, glazed and enameled. Oh, I always stop for gelato. Maracuya. Gelato. Panama's main square was the center of the city until the early 20th century. The cathedral is completely covered, as you saw, in shrouding. It was begun in 1688 and consecrated in 1796. It said the main facade is richly decorated, but who would know? Though some of the stones was brought from the ruins of old Panama. Usted está aquí. In 1671, the English privateer, or famous pirate, Captain Henry Morgan, sacked the original Spanish settlement on Panama's Pacific coast. All of these ruins are now the archaeological site of Panama Viejo. In order to protect themselves in gold shipments from the New World to the Old, the surviving residents chose a more defensible location to found their new settlement. Casco Viejo sits on a narrow rocky peninsula jutting out into the Pacific and was once encircled by massive stone fortifications, ramparts, and cannon. The original inhabitants of this particular area were all the very, very wealthy. And then, of course, as time went on, it became inhabited by squatters. When the dictatorship came in, the rich people moved to a different area, and the squatters came here. And now some of them still refuse to move, but that's not going to make any difference. If they can't prove ownership of any of these gorgeous buildings, they are going to be forced to move. Since then, the Old Town Spanish colonial architecture has evolved to include French colonial, American, neoclassical, and Art Deco. The area is now undergoing a massive revitalization effort by both government and private investors. The whole area will be absolutely gorgeous when it's finished one year, but for now, it's not easy walking around. This street is behind our hotel. We never came down it. They did a gorgeous job restoring here. I still don't know how hats made in Ecuador got the name of Panama hats, but they did. That's what it looked like, the theater from 1908 that they're in the process of restoring. By the way, the Pope is coming in January of 2019, which is why they're really, really working on the cathedral and everything else. Boulevard Square, in honor of Simón Bolivar, the great liberator. Why are you there, vulture? We're not dead yet, as I said before. Here we have a pelican tree. The pelicans roost in it at night. That is so unbelievable. It's time to go night-night, pelicans. Whoa. Oh, we're going to have a little squabble there over the best place to roost. He's really big. Whoa. The rooster is the national bird of France? Yep. Well, okay. Why? This entire portion was a fort, was surrounded by walls. So they could see if any pirates or enemies were coming. Way out there, those are those islands that we were at earlier. Amador Causeway. This?
Gunayalas.
Gunayalas.
Yeah, they are living on the northern east side of Panama, on the Caribbean side. They have their own landmark that is called San Blas Islands.
They're the San Blas Islands.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now I know what he's talking about. Thank you.
The elements that the ladies perform, this is called molas.
Molas.
As you notice, they have different types of colored textiles one on top of the other, and based on that, they start doing the stitching process.
A group of Embera indigenous people that we're going to go see tomorrow.